Hollywood Boulevard with the bravest man in Hollywood. Were you nervous at all, though? I mean, it's an iconic franchise.
Yeah, sure. I was a little terrified about letting him down. The fans have been amazing. The fans have been great. And what's exciting is many of the people are saying, I was never a fan of Star Trek, but now I am. And that was really the goal I had.
You weren't really a fan originally, right?
I didn't really get Star Trek growing up, but I'm sort of a convert working on this movie, getting to know the characters. This movie's like this action adventure sort of crazy like roller coaster ride, and that to me is like my favorite kind of movies.
You think the fans are going to be satisfied, and have you heard anything yet from them?
I think so. I think what's great about what we've done, hopefully, fingers crossed, is that there's a good balance struck between what was old and what is new now. And I think there's enough in it to kind of appease the fan base that's been around for 40 years, and enough of a wonderful new reimagining of the story that'll hopefully invite a whole new generation of fans on board. I've seen it a couple of times, and I think I'm always surprised by the fact. I think as an actor, whenever you watch something, you're always so much more concerned about yourself, or why did I do that? Why do I look so dumb? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And to actually watch something that you're in and enjoy it genuinely and authentically, I think is a wonderful thing.
Heroes, of course, has fans, but Star Trek is a whole other level of fans.
What?
Are you ready to deal with the superstardom that goes along when being in a project like this?
I keep getting asked that question, and my answer is I don't know, because I have no frame of reference.
That means
and
you're not ready.
everything unfolds. But I've been ready so far. Like, I've been ready as it comes, and my whole outlook is I take it as it comes, and I handle things. And I'm a big believer in the fact that nothing is given to you that you can't handle. And I've been working for a long time to get to this point in my career, and I'm just blessed and grateful to be here. It was great for me creatively to enter into an entirely different process. Television is such a specific process, and film just comes with a different energy and a different timeline and a different kind of sensibility about it. And this is my first film for all intents and purposes, so it was really great for me to have that experience and to settle into it and to really be able to explore this character on a shorter time frame, but in a much deeper way.
We lucked out in a huge way with the cast. Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, we have an amazing group. They're just incredibly talented, and they made the movie, I think, even more relevant and fun and exciting than the script was, and the script was great.
I worked with Zachary, and I met Chris Pine, and it's so sweet. They're so young, and they're so excited.
Were you a fan of Star Trek before you got involved with this?
I'm a big fan of the original show. And it was wild because it was so shrouded in secrecy that they didn't give scripts to the actors. I'm Spock's mom, and it was a sort of cameo sporting thing, and I didn't know. To me, I'm like a fan going to a movie now because I don't know what it's about. I don't know the plot. I don't know anything except for the scenes I shot. It was that shrouded in secrecy.
You were working the bald look in this. Did you actually shave it all off for this movie?
I went skin bald. I shaved it off for about 5 weeks there, and had it covered with a lot of prosthetic makeup and tattoos, but it's about the third or fourth time I've shaved it off for work, and luckily it still grows back. So long as it keeps growing back, I'm happy to keep shaving it off.
You were the only girl on the bridge, the only lady on the bridge. What was it like being up there with all those guys? And what a great group of guys to be working with, right?
I love it. It was amazing. The boys are absolutely amazing. They couldn't be more respectful and goofy and just majestic. And JJ was the best director to be leading the revamping of Star Trek. I'm so happy.
I've seen about half of it. The other half I was crying too much to see it. He's fine. We were with him just a couple of nights ago. He's fine. He's fine. I pointed out to him that we're even now. He acted in one of the Star Trek movies that I was not in. So we're even now.
What do you think of them casting John Cho in your part?
I've known John from way back, for over a decade. I'm the chairman of the Board of Governors of the East-West Players, and he's done many plays for us, comedy as well as drama. And I know him to be a very fine and versatile actor. And I think that Sulu's in very good hands with John.
I told him I was extremely nervous. We had lunch. I said, man, how am I going to do this? How am I going to take over your role? And he said, John, you got to relax. In a few years, they're going to call me the old guy that played John Cho. So be cool, go forward, do your thing.
There is going to be a sequel, right? We're going to be doing this again. We're going to reunite.
We first have to wait and hope that the first one is well received by all the audience, and then we'll definitely talk about a sequel. That'd be wonderful to go back.
Everything seems to kind of come and go so quickly now. I'm hoping that movies like Star Trek get to sort of play in theaters for a while. So we'll see soon enough if a second film is warranted.